Good evening, YouTube. Hey, thank you for joining, tuning in, liking, and subscribing. My name is Winter. Well, as you'll see, that's my alter ego name. And this is the Trillest Winter channel. And I am really all about full transparency, to be fair. And I did not want to spend a lot of time wasting on intros in the beginning of my videos. I just wanted to get straight to the point. And so, with that said, this is all about being fully transparent. So, my name is Emma Jane, but 10 years ago, I built this brand around being this professional therapist, this dating and this mindset coach. And in my history, my education, I've earned 3 degrees in psychology, professional counseling, and designing programs for counseling agencies. So I am 1 year out from being a doctor, but I decided to pause on that because I just felt like, why am I getting one more degree to prove that I can help people? So I stopped at 3. However, being in the professional world, you have to be professional, right? And zipped up and not too blunt and package up everything the perfect way and deliver it with a bow. And I did that. I'm not gonna lie, I did that. And I struggled with it a lot because sometimes I just wanted to get straight to the point. And so with that, I did not feel comfortable cursing. I didn't feel comfortable letting my hood energy out. I'm from LA, I'm from Oakland, born and raised. And, there's some hood stuff in that energy. And so I had to do a code switch and just do all the things that kept it PC in the therapy world. And so I struggled with being my authentic self and my authentic delivery because of that. So just to be 100%, I kind of got a little bit too open, I guess, and I even got kicked off a radio show for being a little bit too blunt. So that scared me. I'm not gonna lie, it traumatized me a bit. And I was like, I'm never getting back on the radio. Forget this. I'm not doing it. But God was just like, no, you just have to be in the right place. You can't brand yourself like this and then be like that. So, I felt like I was trying to live 2 lives. And I thought about all kind of things like having a show called Coffee and Cuss Words, where I wore shades and a wig and, just trying to hide who I was because I was still actively practicing therapy. And so I just dreamt about it. And I said, you know what? This is just not going to work. So shout out to my girl Tree. She was the girl who produced her name's Tree, Mommy on the Mic. She was, she produced my first podcast. It was called Ask Emma J After Dark. And that is when I let my hair down and, you could come and vent about all the things in your life, mother crap, baby mama crap. Like you could just come and do it. And I was here for it. And so, but then, the daylight would come out and then here it is. Like I'm back to Emma. So basically, after that incident, getting kicked off the radio, Tree was there, so she saw the full horror in my face. I started babysitting people's feelings in fear of running them away. And I felt like they weren't getting the help they really, really needed, and my delivery wasn't the best either. So I've grown a lot, and that's what life is all about, growing into the best version of you. So back to it, no matter who I talked to, whether it was on the radio, a stage, in front of hundreds of people, or doing therapy, every now and then, Winter, my alter ego, she would come through. And Winter's a little more colder than Emma, as you see. I'm cold, so I have to put my little fuzz on, I would find myself in these intimate conversations with friends in need of help or a therapy session, and then Winter would slide through. She would come through my words and I would watch their eyes light up. And it was like a light bulb would just go off in their face, like in their mind. And then they would be mad, kind of mad for a minute. Like, did she just say that to me? Like, no, she didn't. But yes, I did. I did say it to you because I said it in love, but, I think it was a little hard to digest at times because, winter's here. So my packaging wasn't as great. But that's okay. They would be mad for a minute. They would think about what was really being said to them, and then they would help get them to the other side of some of the victim crap that they were coming to me with. Being a therapist, a lot of times people just want to come to you to vent and complain and not really do the work. And I know you have a 5-month cap with me. Like, I'm not seeing you over 5 months. I give you the best of the best of the best. And then if you don't want to use any of that tool or those tools that I gave you, then that just means I'm either not for you, or you really just want to complain and not do the work. And that happens with a lot of people. So, and I respect that. Everybody's not ready to do the work at the time. So I get it. But if they wanted to be a victim, I really wasn't going to let that happen. Not in my presence. I would just have to say, hey, let's look at the mirror real quick before we go off and tell the story to somebody else. So they would be mad, but then they would come back for more ice cold honesty, to my surprise. And of course, I would put a little cherry on top and tell them I love them and that, I mean it. My heart is coming from my heart. I'm not trying to hurt you. And so my old tagline from Ask Emma J After Dark was, I don't want to make you mad. I just want to make you think. And I still live by that today. I don't want to make you mad. I just want to make you think about what you're doing and figure out, why are you here in this place? And it's because you're not thinking about it. You're not being intentional with how you're moving, and you don't like where you are. So let's change that. Let's get to where you want to be. So anyway, I would serve them the truth, winter style, real and raw and trill, I guess, too real, too raw. And then they would just sit there in shock a little bit and always come back in gratitude. Sometimes it would be a year, 2 years. Sometimes it would be next week. But I think that they realized, like, wow, Emma wasn't, she wasn't trying to hurt me. She was just trying to open my eyes up, and I wasn't ready to hear that. So after delivering that kind of truth, over time, some of my patients would call me the female Reverend Ike. And that's, if you don't know who Reverend Ike is, you have to look him up. He loves Rolls Royces, and I do have a fetish for Rolls Royces. Okay. I just need to get in one day, but it has not happened. But I'm the so-called female Reverend Ike to some, and I didn't know who that was. But after I looked him up, I said, oh, I can see. Yeah, because he's kind of ice cold too. And so some say I'm also a higher vibing Shira 7, the sprinkle queen. So shout out to her, because I love her videos and I believe a lot in what she says. I mean, yes, I am a therapist. She's a mortician. We both want women to win. I kind of take another level where I'm just like, okay, I want you to win in balance and with good energy. And if things aren't for you, you don't have to entertain them. She's more like, go get the bag. And I can't blame her. I ain't mad at that. Okay, go get the bag, ladies. You got to do what you got to do. But that's just that's how we're different. Our delivery is probably similar. I'm just probably a little bit warmer. But I love that girl. Okay, she's everything. So anyway, at the end of the day, I just felt suffocated. Like, I just couldn't really say what I wanted to say. And I did it out of fear and ethical reasons, of course. We have a strict code of ethics, and I just found out I'm probably not the best therapist because I'm a little bit unethical sometimes, and I'm somewhat more of a coach than a therapist with all the training. So anyway, there's this other side to me, as you see, a side I've always had, and her name is Winter Rises. And that's who you will get on this channel, unapologetically. And then it has taken me time. I'm in my 40s. So it took me time to get here. I wasn't ready to be unapologetic in my 20s and 30s. But baby, ready now, and not really looking for approval. I mean, I am looking for a like and subscribe though. But approval, I'm okay with the message. I feel like my life has turned out the way that I would love it to turn out. I have co-created this life with God and the universe, and I just want everybody to be able to do that. So, and really it's like Batman at night. In the daytime, Bruce Wayne. You got cold as fuck, winter rises, and a warm Emma Jane. And so that's my little, that's my little thing that I try to look at. Like, okay, that's who I am. So bottom line, Emma's warm and winter's not. Winter is Trill. She's too raw, too real. She's a colder, more down to earth version of Emma that isn't packaged up for professional purposes. Winter will just shoot off the cuff. She'll tell you how it is without worrying if it's going to break you down into tears, because there's plenty of tissues for that. You just go ahead and get a box, baby. Go get one before you get on the channel. That's all I'm asking. That's what we do in therapy. You want a tissue? You okay? Dry the tears. But anyway, here I am, and I just want to help you get to that next level in your life. This channel is all about power. It's about getting your power back. It's about gaining self-awareness, killing self-sabotage. It's about looking at why you push the best away from you instead of bringing it closer. It's about protecting yourself from manipulators and toxic relationships, and also teaching you not to be a manipulator or toxic. Because Winter does not like that. No, we don't want to learn how to manipulate people. We want to be intentional, and we want to go toward people who want to come toward us. We ain't trying to manipulate people who ain't fooling with us. That's not what we're doing, okay? So plain and simple, it's just really about doing the things you want to do, creating your own alter ego that you always wanted to be. There's a version of us that we always see, but we just don't tap into that because a lot of times we don't know what to do. And so that's what I want to help you with. So this is where you can come to learn about having your identity switch, being the second version of yourself. And that's what happens over here in the Trillest Winter. This is your season. So I become your coach, your cheerleader, send messages to your subconscious that you can be, have, and do whatever you believe is possible. This is your movie, okay? You are the director. And so we are going to script, and we're going to write it with every video, somehow, some way. I'm going to give assignments at the end of the videos that I give. And so you always have work. Some people don't want to go to therapy. So, this is a little baby therapy, therapy with a twist, like I used to call it. So that's my intention. So say goodbye to the old you. Start creating the new you right now, because baby, it's cold outside. And it's a cold world. My dad used to say that. It's a cold world. And, sometimes you got to learn how to be cold to survive it. Being warm, you'll melt. You melt in this world. So, you got to get a little chill, And so anyway, who is this channel really for? It's for high-powered people, really. It's for people who are high value. It's for the high-quality person, the person of high character. And it's for the people who want to be that way. We all have a dark side. And a lot of times we're like, dang, I don't want to be like this. I want to be better. So this is who this is to. This is for the people who want to be better and the people who are there and they're just struggling with things and they just want some answers. So the 1 to 10 percenters and the aspiring 1 to 10 percenters, this is for you. So I just want to give a shout out to Tree, to Neek, to everyone in my life that have pushed me to do this YouTube channel. I kind of kept it a secret from the people closest to me because I just wanted it to go, bam, I'm here. So I am finally here. I'm finally doing it. And so thank you for your support. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Tell your friends. And so what I want to do going forward is have Dear Winter sessions. I get questions all the time because, I am a real therapist. So people love to ask me advice, and I had a problem charging people. I hate charging people for advice, So now I'm like, okay, if you want to donate, if you want to drop me some, coin, you can. If you, really a donation, like thank you for your energy. I am grateful for it because I definitely had, I struggled with taking money from people because a lot of times their problems were about money. So I'm here and I thank you for your support in advance because I really want to help people. I love helping those who want to learn and those who want to change and become the best versions of themselves because that's what I try to do with myself every day. So I don't know how people live in this life without having these tools. So I want to give them to you. And so I hope you enjoy my channel and thank you for tuning in. Again, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you because, it's a cold world and it's cold outside. Take care.